Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this one, we're going to discuss some recent options wins as well as today's dividends. So let's first take care of business and then we will get right into the video. So today, being Wednesday, we got some new dividends, rumor has it. So we'll go over those first and then we'll go over uh, how well the account did as far as options trading for the month of May. So thank you to those of you all joining today. We will get comments going here in a second. First things first, so we want to look at um, so my Fidelity account that I just moved the 401k over to, I'm getting that approved for options trading. So that's going to be coming very soon. And I guess we'll go ahead and start out just with a review for the month of May. So we are back in business, folks. Back to an 80% gain loss ratio, including May's gains, which just posted yesterday. I meant to do a live yesterday, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. So here's how the video is going to play out. So we'll go over this, then we'll go over dividends, and then we'll go over some of my recent Google searches, because I know some of you all are very fascinated by that. Um, so yeah, we'll certainly look over all of those. So the trade gains for the month of May. So if we look at, I guess it's only going to show the heat map like by account. So we'll look at. You'll notice here I slowed my trading down significantly since we had that downturn in March. I had several minor losses here. One big one, I guess technically two big ones that I bought back. So we'll try to go over like when to buy back, when to hold, like say know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But you'll notice since like March 21st, I've only had like two losses, and those were in TQQQ, just dumb calls that I was doing. If the timing was like a couple weeks later on those, they would have worked out very nicely. But you can see here, March, minor gains on, of course, NVIDIA and MSTU, SMCX, companies, funds like that. And then after that, it was kind of quiet until we had one in NVDL, and then we had another one in Chipotle. And then so last week, though, we had a big one. So I got called out of NVDL, 2,000 shares I got called out of for a 3% gain. That was because of options that I did here. So this is the brilliance of the wheel strategy. And this is the first time on the heat map I've ever had like a perfect, what looks like a bullseye. And these are actually three different trades that all kind of landed in the same area on the heat map. So let's do this. Let's look at the combined because there's a Roth and a brokerage account here. So for the year, this is where I am, and I feel like we're just getting started because I'm so inspired by this. If I could minimize these losses, this would almost be at a full year salary for the year. But nonetheless, for the year, that's our net gain right there. The numbers don't lie. I'm fully transparent, and the number is what you see. So the trades for the month of May. So there was four of them basically, and I've gotten a lot more patient with these. So Chipotle realized all of this one. Nvidia puts realized all of that one. That was at $100. That was a quick $2,200 gain. MSTU, even though I'm down in MSTU, I made 1,100 on that one. And then of course the money for getting called out of NVDL. So by being called out of NVDL, I have now gone and made more trades, which I'm actually sitting on. And don't mistake this, by the way, folks. I'm not saying any of this to brag, but I'm now sitting on my biggest gain ever for an options trade, actually. So I've done basically two different legs of this trade. And if I were to cash these out like today, it would be a $22,000 just like that gain. So what I did, I went out because I'm very, very bullish on NVIDIA, even if I don't pronounce the name to everybody's liking. Um, so what I've got here, I went out January 2026 at $80. Of this 47,000, I've realized 16,000 of meat off the bone. That's a 35% gain. And I could literally buy this back tomorrow if I wanted to and realize all of that within like 2 seconds. And then I went out September 19th at $60. That's a much more reasonable. We're only actually $3 away. So this one I may realize a lot quicker. There's still some time value left on the bone. And then, with both of these, so even if the price gets to the strike price, um, there's still, a ways to go. So NVDL, that's what I'm looking at here because I would like to re-enter. And if I do, worst case scenario, if I do get assigned, it's going to be at a much lower strike. So the brilliance of a strategy like this, and to be clear, I didn't come up with this, but the brilliance of a strategy like this is that this premium that I took in, this would subject me for the amount of contracts I have. Ooh, oh, it only let me do 10, I guess, because of the amount of premium. But if I divide by 10, or rather 1,000. Watch this. This is the amount of premium per share out of the money. It's even better than I realized. So if you take 80, take the strike price of 80 and subtract this, that's what I would actually be buying in. If I were, excuse me, if I were to get assigned, that's what I would be buying in. It's actually 32.80. I thought it was even lower because I was doing the math on 2000, but damn, that means I probably could have done this. Let me see if my broker will let me do this actually. So if I go here, let me see. It's probably going to say no because the market's closed. So I'm going to test these waters out actually. Damn, I should have gone for like everything. So sell to open. Let's say I do another 10 of NVDL January 16th. Only 10 days off of our favorite day in history, right? At $80. We want puts. So let's see. That's about right. Let me just see if it's going to let me do it, just out of curiosity. Um, yeah. Holy crap, it's going to. So now I'm going to kind of be mad at myself because I could have done double. Now that I've been called out of it, I could have actually done double um, the entry. So, but I didn't know because at the time I didn't realize that I was going to actually get called out of NVDL. So anyway, back to realized gains and losses. We're going to get this out of the way, and then we'll go over some dividends here. Welcome. Yeah, I could go on Discord live actually, but let's see here. Let's just do that. Why not? Um, okay. So I'm posting all the trades in Discord as well. Just for shits and giggles, we'll go live on Discord as well. Let's see here. Somebody's posting their crap in here, I think. Oh, Coffeeholic. He's on Rumble now. I've inspired like so many disciples now. Okay, so we'll go live here. We'll do it live, right? Um, oh wow, somebody joined instantly. Hey, Dehafalump, welcome. So, just getting some household items out of my way, or out of the way. Here's my Google searches for those of you interested. I still have this one up, how to properly pronounce. If you know, you know. Why do people misunderestimate me? That's another good one. NVIDIA projections. Oh wait, I meant this one to say how to pronounce NVIDIA. There we go. What the heck is that? NVIDIA. Nope, I prefer NVIDIA. And then we got this one. Does Googling something mean you don't know the topic? And then we got this last one here just to be fun. Um, so there we go. There we go, folks. There's the Google searches. So a little bit off topic there. But anyway, hey, Dehefalump, can you hear me? I was kind of stalling to give you time to get your mic activated. Looks like you're on mute. If you want to talk, feel free to unmute your mic. If not, we'll press forward with the video. The video about NVIDIA kind of has a ring to it, right? Okay, so let's do this. So next thing we want to do is, so I went over these, right? Okay, so these are nice, but now I'm finding out I can actually do another leg of these. What do we say? 47.19. Let's do this here. 47.19. Okay, and then so for the other one, we took in $29,486.72. Follow with me here, folks. Divided by 20. That is, oh no, I'm sorry, by 2,000. That's what we want to re-enter, 2,000 shares. So that one, that's 1474. So 1474. And then, so it's the strike price of 60 minus this. So that would be my entry point for this one. It's higher, but there's less time value. So here's the thing, folks. At these two price points, I would be more than comfortable owning NVDL at either of these two pricing points. They're nice and low after you factor in the premium you've taken in. And remember, folks, the premium that you've taken in, you never lose. So this whole time I've been wheeling, all this premium, I've never lost. So if you look over here, let me go to my individual account. That's where most of the gains have come from. So see that nice heat map there? Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Yay.
So how's it going? It's been a while.
It has been.
Yeah. How is life treating you? How's the trading and how's the investing going?
Investing trading has been shit.
Really?
I screwed up some MSTU
Oh,
trades, and hopefully they will get to an area where I can actually do some stuff with.
so I sat on, because I happen to have a lot of MSTU, I sat on a trade. I sold calls on 28 contracts, and for a minute it looked like this was going to get exercised because it looked like it was going to be in the money. But instead, it dropped back. So I took in this whole thousand here. So I mean that might help you if you look at this one. Um,
Um,
what's your strike?
Unfortunately,
What's your strike
my
price?
it's actually a 1150.
Okay, so you could sell calls at that price or below. Um, and if you get assigned,
No, that
it's
I'm
cheap enough.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's a cash secured
Oh, so
at
you've got the
1150,
okay.
and then I own uh, one one contract, but it's at like 16, so it's still way too high to do anything with. Can't make any money off of it.
Okay. So what I'm looking at here, because I bought in at different points, because it was going really well. These leverage ETFs, sometimes when
Hmm.
you're in a real bull run, they go really well until they don't. So I got assigned on a lot of these. But what I'm looking at, like by July 3rd, so basically every month there's like $1,000 in premium to be had if you own, say, 28. If you own enough shares to sell 28 contracts. Um,
Yeah, I just have enough for one.
oh, for one, okay. Yeah, so the premium isn't too great on that. That's like $40. But it's something.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than a kick in the pants.
Yeah. But that's one, because the underlying is I have faith in the underlying company, so I could see that one coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. The My cash secured put at 11.5 has already gotten a lot better over the last 2 3 days.
Yeah.
It was at like 5% total gain loss,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's up at like 30. So yeah, I'm just hoping it goes up just a little bit more, and then I can close that out and start actually working it a little bit.
Right. So then, see, I would guess by September it's going to be probably over the $10. But the premium does get nicer. And then like by December, it's another 2000.
Hmm.
Let's see. Otherwise, they're not adding too many. So you get for
Nope.
basically for 2 weeks, you get another 800. I might, if I do this trade tomorrow, because I'm due for another one because my last one just expired, I might actually go out to this point. Do you have any NVDL or anything?
No,
Okay.
and I literally only have like $1,000 in two separate accounts to fuck around with. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
so I'm like the minnow of the minnow.
Do you have like other like retirement and stuff?
Oh yeah, but it's all in a 403b,
Oh, I
and
think
it's doing fairly well.
didn't you join a live stream several months ago and
I
we had
did.
this talk? Yeah, we had the talk about 401ks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just now, it's taken this long, but I just now moved over. my first 401k to Fidelity, and I'm trying to get it approved for options trading. I know it's kind of risky, but it's tempting, you know.
Yep.
And because of the run up in NVDL today, the trade that I was looking at Friday, um, obviously it's not as high as far as like puts, you know. So if I was to do one, let's see, expiring September 19th, 60. I already have these open, but I'm looking for another account. So it's basically $1,000 per contract going out that far. That's really
Nice.
tempting. And then so it brings your cost basis down. If you divide by 100, it brings your cost basis down by like 11. I do the same thing with SMCI as well. So if we add that to the $60, you're buying in for like 48.50, which is basically less than the price I just got called away for. And then if you do, what's the other, SMCX, this was a good one. So SMCX, let's see if I look at puts here. There's some juice on this one because it's a leveraged ETF. So if I was to go, and there's less dates on here too. I think it's possibly a less liquid options market. So if I was to go
Uh,
50, and then let's see, go out to like September. So that's 1750. In your 403b though, did you say what types of funds do you have in there?
oh, have any. Um, I don't have any control over it yet. I'm
Oh.
about 5 years away from that.
Oh, okay.
Right now, they are all in. What are they? Come on.
So
Fidelity
SMCX.
Contra Fund,
Uh-huh.
500 index, Extended Market IDX, and
Oh, index.
Conestoga. Yeah, they're all indexes.
Okay. Did
But
SMC go ahead?
it, it's just one of those. It's just last couple of months it went way the hell down, and it came way the hell back up, and it's pretty much where it was in January, February.
Yeah.
Just a little bit low, but it's coming back all right.
Hmm.
Not too sad about that.
Yeah. No, I'm bullish on the market, especially for the second half of the year.
Yep.
I'm noticing these inverse ETFs though, they're not coming back as fast as like the stock comes back.
Nope.
So like, yeah, there's some like possibly NAV erosion or something. I need to actually reach out to what's his name, Russell or Will Rind from Granite Shares. We should get him on to talk about this, why these don't come back faster. Interesting. Yeah, because NVDL, um, based on where Nvidia was in November, NVDL should be like they're almost $25 higher, I would think. Because Nvidia stock back in November was, I think we're about back to all-time highs. 149. Yeah, we're only like $8 off. So based on where we are now, 141, we should be NVDL should basically be wherever it was, like at those points, which if we go back to like February, yeah, it was at like 65. I guess it's not too far off. Anyway, interesting. Well, no yield max though, right?
Just some WiMAX.
Y max, okay. Yeah, I was going to cover the dividends today on those, but I've been kind of pivoting more to like options content.
Okay. I am to the point where I kind of prefer the options content because that's my next step.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point myself. I mean, I'm certainly making more, not to bash yield max or anything, but definitely the options. I feel like it's my eyes have been opened as far as like the potential compared to
Mm.
yield max dividends. I've gained back a lot of what I've lost in like Tesla and stuff like that through options.
I didn't.
Another
I've never had any
never had.
yield max besides WiMAX.
Oh yeah.
So and it just went over. Um, I'm overall I'm up. So
Oh,
I'm happy with it so far.
that's good. Yeah, to have a yield max fund and to be up overall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Um, but I'm actually thinking about like at the end of the year, like they call it tax loss harvesting. So I might actually dump Tesla at the end of the year because the options gains, these are all like short-term taxable gains. So I think I might just dump like Tesla and Coney and some of the other ones just to get rid of them. And they're offset by the gains from options basically.
yeah.
So I've still got
Luckily, I have them
uh-huh.
in a Roth.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, so you avoid the tax on that.
Oh yeah.
I trade options in the Roth too, but the Roth isn't as big as the brokerage one. So Tesla, I still have a lot of Tesla. I've got SMCX, MSTU, MSTY, still have some of that one. And then XYZY, I've got that one. Coney, oh, some Biggie still. I didn't sell all of that. Still have some Defiance too. Some of this I don't even really look at. I've got YMAG for some reason, but no YMAX. Um, so there's like, yeah, five of them. Oh, Ulti. I don't know why I ever got into this one.
Which
But
one?
anyway,
Ulti?
Ulti, yeah, that one's just gone down over time. I do think though,
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm thinking the two round hills that I have, which is RDT and QDT,
Hmm.
they have not come back. I'm down about 1,000 between the two of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought those, I sold out of those, but I thought they were doing like better than the market.
Well, they're down from where I bought them. Not horribly, but I've got enough of them that it's kind of hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
But if I can keep them around for 2 to 3 more months, with as much as they're pulling in from their weeklies,
Hmm.
uh, might be doing all right.
Do you reinvest the dividends or no?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
So yeah, this one I think is going to come back. It got beat up a little bit because of the market.
Hmm.
Probably got too beat up, but yeah, it was at 50 something. Yeah, I think it'll make a comeback. And then QDTE is the other
Yeah.
one. YieldMax has their own
Yeah.
competitors. What intrigues me though is the new changes that YieldMax is making, like with the option spreads and things like that to harvest more of the premium that might help with like the NAV erosion.
Oh God, I hope so.
Yeah. And then Granite shares, they have the yield boost. Um,
I have not been watching those at all.
yeah, I haven't covered those in a while. They've got TSYY. Let's just check and see how that's doing, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, yeah. That with this one, I figured it's like way down. Yeah, it's lost like half of its value already. It probably paid like a massive dividend, but it lost most of its value. Shocker. Um, oh, yeah, it's monthly. So yeah, they had their biggest dividend in February, and then March, April, May. Yeah, they had those. Yeah, that's the only one I think they put out. Let me see. Yield boost. Oh, they have the SPY and the QQQ. Might as well look at that one. Um, hmm. yeah, same deal. It's like the NAV erosion is higher than like what the market actually dropped.
Yep.
I'll have to cover these again. I was a little disappointed though. So Will Rind, I've had him on a couple times, but he didn't invite me to his little. You know how they have like a stock exchange thing. He invited other
Hmm.
other YouTubers though, but oh well, can't be everywhere all the time. Let's see here. So we've got $1.81. Oh, it's paid three. Okay, so that would be on pace for like what per year? 972. The thing is, with dividends, like the lower the share price, the higher the dividend percentage is. So this is going to be like a 50% dividend. This will show up on a lot of people's radar for this YSPY. And then let's see, they have another one, TQQQY. I thought about the idea, this is really risky, but putting the 401k, whatever I don't do in options, putting it in like TQQQ or something, or like UPRO. Like, since the indexes over long term are up, they're up more often than not. So, like if you look at UPRO versus just the SPY over like the last 3 years, it's like way up. So watch
Oh,
this.
shares.
Even though it sounds risky, um, if I look at the price appreciation for SPY versus UPRO, which is a triple levered S&P 500 ETF. Oh, I've already got the SPY actually. Well, we'll look at all three. Um, so yeah, over like 5 years, see, it really is like almost three times. It's almost meeting its investment benchmark. In down markets,
Hmm.
it's still double. But everybody gets freaked out like in the short term. But you see, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Over the last,
Yeah.
5 years, 255% versus 90%. And then 10 years, oh really? It won't let me go 10 years? That's crazy. It's getting annoying. Everybody's wanting to like charge for everything. I would imagine I have to look now. Same thing with TQQQ. TQQQ versus NASDAQ QQQ. Yeah, because I'm figuring like 5 years from now, the market should be like way higher than it is today.
Yeah. As long as there's not a huge ass crash.
Well, even if there is,
But
like, so 2022, when they started raising interest rates, the market dropped, but
mm-hmm.
everything still came right back.
Yep.
So TQQQ is still almost double what the Qs did. Let's see, TQQQ. How much? I thought it was supposed to be triple. I wonder how much leverage. I'll have to look. Another
Hang
Google
on a sec.
search.
I'll find it.
Yeah. It is triple X leverage. So TQQQ, I
Yep.
stopped trading options on it because it's really hard to make a gain with options. It's like a poor performer. In fact, most of my option losses for the year came from TQQQ. Um, and of course the timing, I was only a couple weeks off from the Nasdaq's recovery, but like this April 4th, that was a complete loss because it didn't get back to where I had it. I thought that the $60 one, I actually had a gain on it, but I went too soon out, and I have to get pre-clearance at work, so I had to let the gain go basically because it was less than 30 days out, so that was a bummer. TQQQ though is at 73.28. We were at 90 back in February. Um, So yeah, it was like basically 2 weeks later, it was coming way back. But oh well, the timing was just off. Well, anyway, let's see how long I've been going here. I'm gonna look at the yield max dividends and then probably call it a night. Let's read some comments here. Health and wellness. I had some guy chirp about me commenting on saying Nvidia versus Nvidia. Oh, there's my buddy. Okay, so let's see over here. Um, Okay. Any other investment ideas? Anything you're looking at?
All right. Now I'm just holding off on uh, on my little ones, and then once I start getting out of it, then I'll have more ideas on it.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to look at yield max over here. Let's see, yield max
Absolutely.
dividends. Yield max dividends. I used to cover these all the time. Yield max dividends
Yep.
this week. So we have so many weeklies now. Let's see, I go over here. This one. Okay, so Biggie. Wait a second. Oh, that's right. These paid today too. So Biggie is 48 cents. RNTY is 52 cents. XOXY is 47 cents for those. I did buy some Biggie. I was intrigued by the concept, but I think it's been dropping a lot. It was, let's see, Biggie.
Look like it's almost back to where it was.
Yeah. So if I go here to summary, yeah, I got excited because these are like, the target 12, like the big 50 companies. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like $2 off from where it was.
Yeah, not horrible.
Yep.
And it does look like it's going up. So
hmm Let's see here.
NVII is a new one from Rex Shares. It's on Wednesdays.
Oh, NVII.
Yeah. Mike K just said that.
Yeah, there's so many of them now. Let's see, NVII. Yeah, you could just about get paid every day of the week. NVII, Rex, Nvidia. Let's see here. Yeah, this one literally just came out.
Yep. And it looks like they're trying to do a little bit leveraged,
So it's
105 to 150%.
so it's growth and income.
Yep.
Let's see. And invests in public equity and fixed income markets of the U.S. For its equity portion, the fund invests through derivatives and stocks of companies operating across diversified sectors. It uses derivatives such as options and swaps to create its portfolio and invests in growth stocks of companies across diversified market capitalization. For its fixed income position, the fund invests in U.S. Treasury or money market, Rex ETF Trust. Interesting. So it holds like options of NVIDIA.
Yep.
So growth and income. I talked to Jay about this before. So I think YieldMax they'll put out a counterpart pretty soon. Let's see. Um, oh, yeah, the other dividends, not just the what do they call those? They have the like Biggie and then Soxy, those, and then we've got the regular ones. Like it should be. Oh, today's Tuesday. I'm a day off. We got those today, but we're gonna have our other ones tomorrow. Let's see. Group. Shoot, where to go? We've got Group A, B, C, and D. Here we go. Yeah, I'm thinking because usually I'm out on Tuesdays later, so I kind of my I'm kind of taking it easier this week because I just had LASIK, so I'm kind of home doing a video tonight. Let's see here. Um, so this week was Group.
Should be A.
No, it looks like that's next week. This is Group D. So Group D will be declared tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
do a separate estimate video. So Group D, AIYY, AMZY, Aptly, DISO, MSTY, SMCY, WNTR, XYZY, and YQQQ. So that's going to be tomorrow. So there we go. I was a day early. Um, all right, well, I think that's going to do it then for this one. Let's see what else.
Absolutely.
Let's see what else we
And
got here.
Kid Freshie says you're busted.
Yeah, he likes to cause drama. What are your thoughts on all the drama on YouTube?
I haven't even been paying attention to it.
Yeah.
I've just been reading every once in a while that, oh, Khmer's out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
good
I don't
luck.
know what's going on with that. Like, honestly, I don't have the power to take channels down. and I saw he came back and I guess got taken down again. I mean, if I have to, like, I'll encourage people if you want to find Kumair, like, subscribe to him. Like I don't want people taken down and stuff. In fact, his channel is High Yield Dividend Warriors. So like if you want to follow him, go follow him.
Nah.
But I don't know. Some say that Oracle guy that he might have something to do with that. I don't know. I saw it looked like he made a spoof channel of him. But anyway, all right. Well, I think that's gonna do it this evening. So
Thanks for
thanks.
hanging, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining the live. And to everybody else that's on, thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord, and we will see